Days turn into nights, the nights into weeks. The haunting beauty of this new world is juxtaposed by a growing threat from the tree line. It began with the sounds, the guttural reverberance of screaming, not of agony, but of malice. Compounding were the sounds of breaking bones and tearing flesh, the ambience that sends chills down the brothers in arms and the shield maidens that now made up his new company. Sulyce spends each night on patrol, now taking the role of commander. He walks the perimeter of the encampment, observing the sounds and the sights that are ever present and ever developing, gathering intel to share with his ranks. The days ahead bore preparation, their comfort numbered by the increasing of haunting sounds and their now proximity to the tree line. Then came the sights. Days began to bleed into the nights, the dichotomy of sunlight to a now glowing purple haze in the night sky, originating from elsewhere in the woods. His men, now terrified, the decision is made to stand, take what one can, and move forward, proactively meeting the impending doom. Sulyce charged himself to learn each of the 40 in his ranks, establishing a company's astronomer, historian, seeker of truth, antiquarian, and philosopher. But he knew that no matter one's background, each would be a soldier this fortnight. He decides to walk his camp for the final time, not knowing in this moment to say goodbye or to motivate the battle cry. He walks from platoon to platoon, visiting his frontline infantry first. Sulyce picks up an axe and stands among his men. He knows each before him will be face to face with the threat. He proceeds to describe how the first strike will stick like an axe to a tree, and to be prepared to strike quick with a second blow, just as Sulyce draws his own dagger concealed from within his tabard. You will cut to kill. Any of you who cause wounds that prolong one's death will suffer the same outcome by my own blade. War forges either heroes or tyrants, and there will be no room in our ranks for the latter. His second stop is among the musketeers and bowmen. How do we aim? Small, so if we are to miss, we still hit. As a fly lands on one's chest, so shall be our aim. His final stop is with those he identified as his closest friends and family, his shield bearers. Sulyce pauses among them, choking back his following words, knowing well that most before him would not make it through a season's change. My brothers, my shield maidens, I have asked the utmost from you, and you have not found me wanting. Your families behind you, your brothers and sisters beside you. This, as he bears his own shield, is not for you, but those to your left and to your right. Shall you fall, let it be in the defense of your family. Shall you live, let it be in remembrance of us. Sulyce makes eye contact with each of them, nodding, as if to acknowledge the gravity of the day. They will go to bed tonight, but none shall sleep. The moon falls to its grave, the sun reborn, and the company finds itself in formation 100 yards off the tree line. Sulyce walks among his family, in front, as a leader should always find themselves, touching each on their shoulder, the young and the old, the men and the women. His eyes fall on a little boy standing in front of grown men, holding a wooden plank for a shield and a twig from a tree for a sword. Sulyce kneels in front of the child to make eye contact, knowing this boy will not see another day. He rests his hand on the boy's left shoulder. Sulyce asks. Mother? The boy shakes his head left to right. Brothers, sisters. The boy looks over his shoulder towards the water, the ocean having left many abandoned. Father? The boy nods up and down and puts a pointed finger on Sulyce's heart. Sulyce was many things, but he understood that he now was a brother to the men, husband to the widows, and a father to the orphans. What shall I call you? The boy whispers a name that sheds a tear in Sulyce's eyes, a weight falling on his shoulders, his heart sinking, if not finding itself absent of his chest, and he struggles to stand from his knee, eventually resuming his place at the front of the formation. In this moment, Sulyce stares into the tree line with his family behind him. He turns one last time to behold the boy who impacted him so. But the boy is nowhere to be found. Stranger still, the boy had left no tracks. He turns back to the tree line, preparing his battle cry for the company, when in his heart of hearts, what he wanted to say was for the child's name, the same name of Sulyce's own boy he left behind. For Karsyn.